God is holy. I've heard before, and I believe that it's true, that that statement, God is holy, is a scary one. It is a wonderful truth, but for us, it can be a scary reality. And we talked about why that is in our service yesterday. I want to thank Pastor Doug for walking us through, continuing in Colossians. But we were in Colossians 3, and if we pick up there in verse 5 of chapter 3, it says this. It says, therefore, treat the parts of your earthly body as dead to sexual immorality, impurity, passion, evil desire, and greed, which amounts to idolatry. For it is because of these things that the wrath of God is coming upon the sons of disobedience. And what we should see here is, again, God is holy. He's holy. He's going to judge sin perfectly because he is holy. He's without sin. In another place there in First John, it says, God is light, and in him is no darkness at all. But if we walk in the darkness and say we're in the light, that we're liars and that the truth is not in us. And so there's a need for us to be honest. We do deal with sin. We deal with different struggles. Every one of us do. The Bible tells us that all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. That's true of every individual that's ever taken a breath on this earth. That's true of us today. Even in these moments today, there have been times where you've not been perfect, or your mind has wandered into places it shouldn't have. Maybe you've said things you shouldn't have said. Maybe you've done things you shouldn't have done. And in this passage, we use the word therefore right there at the beginning of verse 5. And the reason he's using that word is because he just said in verse 1 of chapter 3, if you have been raised with Christ. When we come to faith in Jesus, true faith, saving faith in Jesus, it changes you. The Holy Spirit has done a work in you. You have a new heart, not a heart of stone, but a heart of flesh that beats for God. It's a new thing. You have a new nature. You desire God. You desire righteousness. You want to be close to him. You know, one of my favorite ways to illustrate this is to talk about marriage. And I've used this a lot recently, but I think it just works. And the reason it works is because God made marriage. When we have marriage between a man and a woman, what you have is an opportunity to love one another by putting away things that get in the way of that relationship and by intentionally seeking to do things that draw one another closer together. And the same is true of God. And when you have God, who is the holy, perfect groom, the absolute perfect God that he is, it is on us to draw near to him. We have many things we need to put away. And so the Bible tells us to put away all these sins, all these things that ultimately get in the way. It's not a matter of checking boxes. It's a matter of loving God. And when we love God well, we will seek to put down the things that get in the way of our relationship. And so I want to encourage you this morning. This is kind of our Monday motivation segment. And just want to encourage you to take time to pray to God to illuminate for you the things in your life that need to change, things that you need to put away, and ask God to give you wisdom to know how you can love God better. It's not about checking boxes to get to heaven. It's about loving God because he has first loved you.